Hello, my name is Bit-Sized Gamer, and welcome to my second Ironman Commando Difficulty Let's Play. Our first went horribly wrong, but hopefully we've learned a few things, and this next one will go a little farther. Alright, we've named our start. We're going with Commando Difficulty. Dead is Dead to the Bitter End. We've both turned on, and that's it. Alright, let's start. We're going to skip the intro since we've played it already on our channel, or on my channel.
Hello.
Alright, here we go. Alright, who is available? Everyone but Barry. I would like to get Barry. But you know, maybe we should just try it out without Barry. Alright, we'll give it a shot without Barry. And hopefully we'll be able to hire Barry later on, because his grenades do come in very handy. We'll start by hiring... I'm going to start by hiring Kalina.
Hello, talking computer. I am Kalina. Nice to meet you. Are you offering a job?
So Kalina, as I've mentioned before, is $600 a day throughout. So there's actually no reason to hire her for longer than 3 days. She's the same price throughout her contract duration. So we're going to hire her for 3 days.
My babushka needs a new stove. I cannot always be fixing this one if I am to go on an adventure with you. Give me more money for a new stove, please.
Okay, it's $180 for more for a new stove, I guess. And so we'll go ahead and just offer it. It's okay.
Bye-bye, talking computer. Nice of you to send me on an adventure.
All right. So we've got Kalina. She's got this nice Gewehr, really nice gun. I think the second person we're going to hire is Blood. The reason why I really like Blood is he's really lethal. Very, very lethal. He's not the stealthiest character because he doesn't have the stealthiest trait, but his throwing knives are extremely lethal. And the best part about his throwing knives is you don't need any ammunition for it. So you conserve ammo by killing with Blood. And in this game, ammo scarcity is a real thing. And so we're going to go ahead and contact Blood.
Blood here. What is up?
Let's bring you on.
All right. Now you're cooking with fire.
So I've been thinking a lot about the makeup of the remainder of my team, and I think what I'd really like to do is have 2 to 3 stealth melee characters supported by 2 to 3 snipers, something like that. And so I've been thinking a lot about it, and I think that actually makes a lot of sense. So for me, the question of which melee character to take boils down to either Mouse or Igor. Igor is cheaper, and this grit mechanic is amazing. It is amazing in that he can, sort of sponge damage or sponge enemy shots away from the rest of your team. So in that respect, I really love Igor. That being said, Mouse is by far the stealthiest merc. She's got the stealth perk, and she has this 99 agility and 95 dexterity. So for her, she can walk around the map, almost all maps, and remain relatively undetected for the most part. And so I'm sort of leaning towards Mouse, but she is more expensive at 5,010 for 7 days, and I think it's close to 8,000 for Mouse for 14 days, whereas Igor is 5,000, like I want to say 5,600 or 700 for 14 days, which makes him super cheap, which I like as well, especially given that on Commando Difficulty we only start with $30,000. So I'm actually going to think a little bit about that before I make this decision. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do our imp. We'll log in, skip the test, enter manually. Gotta go with the old guy. Old guy, nickname OG. Let's go. If you've watched my create custom work tips video, link in the description below, you'll know that I really like zeroing out these 3 skills, going with all health, all agility, all dexterity, fairly minimum strength. The downside of having strength is less personal inventory space, which it's not a big deal to me. Also less throwing range for grenades and knives, and that's something to consider. That actually is worth a little more to me. But I kind of think that we should go with leadership, and the main reason for that is leadership affects movement speed, or strategic map movement speed, which is a big deal, a big deal. And we'll go with 85 wisdom, 85 marksmanship. Now, if I were to want a little more strength, I could drop our health down to maybe 80 or 75, which would give us 50 strength. But honestly, I think 40 strength is okay, and I'd rather have full health. So that's where we're gonna go, and that's how we'll start. Okay, next. Here we don't have a scoundrel yet or negotiator yet. Buns would be our negotiator, or scoundrel we would use Livewire. But I'm leaning towards taking Livewire on this run, and so I'm going to go ahead and take the negotiator perk. And again, I'll take Night Ops and Stealth, which are my 2 favorite tactical perks. We'll go ahead and put that down. We'll pay $6,999, sure. And now that leaves us with $11,391 to spend. I think. So we've got Blood, we've got Kalina, we've got potentially Mouse or Igor. If I take Igor, I can probably take 14 days with Livewire. I do like Mouse though. Especially since she comes with med kit, meds, and a first aid kit. Blood is a decent medical person, but he actually doesn't have a med kit to start. So the question is, who can we afford and for how long? And let's go ahead. I think we will take Livewire.
Hello there. Are you in need of my skills?
The question is for how long? 4,600 for 7 days works out to be roughly 700 or 650-ish? Around 650-ish. Each additional day is about 420, it looks like. 420 to 3 something ish. Yeah, so she does get cheaper as you go up. 68.80 for Livewire. For Mouse, 68.80 would leave us 4,500 or so. Let's contact Mouse.
Hi, Mouse here. You want me for a mission, right?
Mouse is roughly 500, 400 more each day, give or take. Yeah, 420. Yeah, roughly the sweet spot might be right here at 13 days ish. Disconnect. Well, let's hire Livewire for 14 days. Let's do that.
I would be happy to accept, but my father says if I do not get a respectable, high-paying job, I will humiliate the family. So I may need just a bit more money.
No, thank you. I think that's a little too expensive. All right. No Livewire means... Should I take Igor and Mouse? Have a fully stealthy melee squad? Maybe Amrin? How much is Amrin for 14 days?
I am Omrin. You must be the Glavny. Do you have job? Is it easy?
80. Okay. Let's see. 7 days is 47.90. It's roughly like 430-ish. 400. This one's about 430, it looks like. 400. 380 difference there. 270-ish there. And 320. So 13 days looks like a sweet spot for Amrin. If we want to take Amrin. Blood by himself. Or should we... So the question is, do we want 2 melee plus Amrin? Can we do that? Contact.
This is Igor. Igor is great mercenary, like uncle, who is also great. What is job?
I mean, Igor is so cheap. It's so nice to see. And he's just so cheap. He's likable too. Alright, let's take Igor.
You will not regret. Igor is great mercenary. Will receive a lot of commendation. Probably a medal too. Great. Now we must drink. I go get bottle.
Alright, we'll disconnect. So now we've got Igor, Kalina, my imp Merc, and Blood, who doesn't have a med kit. Although I think my imp character comes with a med kit, which we would give to Blood. And that leaves us with 5,761. I think I'm going to take Mouse. Just because I would really like the meds and the first aid kit. An extra sort of med out there. Let's do it. We can afford her. Maybe not for 14 days, but for a little bit of time. So we can do 8 days. Although she's pretty expensive for the 8th day. It's $510 per day. Although I guess, you know, this one is about 540, 560, 560, 630. Yeah, 630. So, yeah, she's about $500 per day more. All right, let's do it. We'll have to hire Barry or Livewire later when we get a little more cash.
Great! Oh, now I have to tell Stella. She will be a nightmare. She still can't get used to retirement.
All right, let's close. And let's go. Before we start, I'm going to actually go ahead and switch around some inventory. We'll give OG the rifle, giving Kalina the Uzi. We'll give this knife to Mouse. Now we actually have 2 silenced high powers. So if we wanted to start a second team with, let's say, what's her name? Fox. She could actually be a pretty interesting character to run with a second team. So that's something to consider later on, because you can dual wield these high power silenced high powers, and that might be pretty amazing. It will at least be fun. Igor's got the knife. I think we're gonna give this med kit to Blood, and then I think we just get started. All right, let's do it. I'm looking forward to this run. Hopefully, you know, we'll do a little better this time. This is definitely a more combat focused group.
We are in new sector. I hope.
Fight.
Here.
All right, here we go.
Blood here.
All right, let's go.
No problem.
We've got a near all melee team with some snipers in the back, and you know, in the Hamamont's dev streams, one of the devs describes trying to use an all melee team, and he called it, as I recall, "Why did you bring a gun to a knife fight?" So in a way, we're sort of copying that. He actually did mention that the team itself was actually fairly overpowered, a fairly OP setup, and so I'm sort of curious how this works, and that's part of the reason why I've decided to try this. And at the very least, we've got some snipers to back things up.
What?
We've got four relatively stealthy characters, and it's gonna be, I think, pretty amazing. We're gonna see though.
Making myself invisible.
All right, well,
Found a bad guy.
bring Igor.
Ready.
We'll bring
Okay.
OG over here.
I shall not make a noise.
Bring Kalina over
As
here.
silent as a spirit in the woods.
Quiet and deadly as the plague.
Did I tell you I am great at hiding?
All right, first Kalina, drop her down. Oh, oops. Not sure how much you can see there, but
Yes?
I think it's okay. Here we go. We'll bring
Quiet.
OG also here. Alright, so we're in good shape there.
I'll see them before they see me. Quiet
Bring
and deadly as the
Blood
plague.
up. Maybe actually keep Blood a little farther
I
back.
sneak up.
We'll bring Igor here.
Quiet as a church
Bring
mouse.
We'll swap her to the knife.
I'll see them before they see me.
We'll also swap Blood, so all 3 now are with
Careful.
knives.
This mouse bites.
He's taking a piss, as he always does, which I always find hilarious.
Quiet as a church mouse.
Alright, we'll set up the...
As long as there isn't a cat nearby, I should be able to get away with this.
Alright, we're gonna go.
Huh?
We set up the...
I'm good at making people ignore me.
Okay, Mouse does the takedown perfectly.
I move in hiding. No problem.
We'll
Making
bring
myself invisible.
Blood and...
Quiet
Igor
and
up.
deadly as the plague.
They're really here to support Mouse.
I'm good at making people ignore me.
I sneak up.
What? I'll see them before they see me.
No problem.
We'll bring Igor up to support also. Drop him down. So less heat.
Careful.
We're gonna
This
set
mouse.
up.
Don't think I can get away with this one.
We're gonna set up both
I sneak
Mouse.
up. Shot too risky. They will
And-
spot Igor.
So now we're gonna try it.
I sneak up. I have visual. Let us fight for glory!
Not quite. Didn't quite make it.
I think you're trying to cook without any heat.
You have
Okay.
order?
I went a little too fast. The fact that they were moving made me go just a tiny bit too fast. But in any event, this is fine. We're going to be in just fine shape. So we're going to go ahead and bring blood up. Actually, maybe we'll just do
Yes.
mouse. This is a free move for mouse.
You got it.
Help! I'm flanked!
Melee. We'll do torso. Done. Okay. No problems.
Ready when you are.
Let's go.
Alright, let's go pick up some.
Yes. Ready when you are.
Meds there.
No problem.
Should turn on the. Alright. Pick up the put this in. Let's put this in OG's backpack.
Heading out.
Not a problem.
Something worth checking out here.
Shotgun shells. Shotgun shells.
Going. Let's go.
Heading out.
Picking up the light sticks, which we'll give to. Let's give it to Igor.
Not a problem.
Alright, here we go.
Let's go.
Can't remember if
All
there
right.
was. Alright, anyhow. Keep going. Loot this. We got a flak jacket, which we will give to Mouse.
Hey, just because they call me Mouse doesn't mean I like garbage.
Hopefully we can fix that. Tuck the Bastion.
Ooh la la, don't shoot. I'm just a bystander here. An innocent civilian. I heard some shots fired up the hill. I came to take a look and I saw the Legion getting their asses kicked. But I'm not with them. I was just, doing a bit of scavenging on the beach. Yeah, that's how I provide for my family.
Civilian.
Oh, you mean this gun here? It's just... it's just for protection, boss. These are dangerous times on the island. Well, that's the Patriotic Legion of Grand Chien. Quite a gang they are. I think some of them were trying to snatch that Emma girl, the president's daughter, but I guess that didn't work out.
Yeah,
No. This is not true. Don't shoot me, boss. I mean, maybe I had some dealings with the Legion in the past, but who doesn't? It's a small island. Look, just let me go to my family and I will give you diamonds from my secret stash. I swear.
Hand over the diamonds.
Bien sûr. Please, take these. I just found them on the beach, I swear. All yours now. I can go? And you won't shoot me in the back?
Object!
Let's see what kind of snacks we got here.
Got some. We'll give this to OG. We'll keep the diamonds because in Jagged Alliance 2, these type of things, these sort of rare items, are usually something you can use later in some sort of quest, and so I suspect we're gonna need these later. All
Let's
right,
move.
Here we go. Some first aid kits, which we will give. Who has the most? Let's see, who has the best med aside from Mouse and let's see, med 17, med 0, med 5. Well, I guess Igor is the next one. All right,
No problem.
There's some loot in here.
get some Okay, here we go. We'll reload this. Okay, here we go.
Yes?
See,
Let's
that's
move.
it. Let's go see.
Copy that.
Tuck.
You Miss Lafontaine's mess. Go on inside. They're expecting you.
Something to help us on our quest, perhaps?
Okay, we'll use Kalina and her wire cutters here. Kalina wire cutters here.
Are there
Take
any
the loot.
sweets for good little girls?
Take this knife, and you know who we're going to give it to? We're actually going to give it to Igor. So, the more knives we give to Igor basically gives him sort of a poor man's, makes him a poor man's blood, because now he can throw some knives. And with this grenade, who has the best sort of strength and explosive skill? I'm gonna guess Blood, so we'll give it to Blood. Put this here in case we need it, but hopefully we won't need it.
What is up, man?
Alright, here we go.
Let's go for a walk.
So we'll
Yes?
hack this with Kalina.
Kalina here.
Now we go in here, and you'll
Thank
notice.
God you made it. I wanted to warn you, but you were already en route. Legion forces have landed on Ernier. They even tried to attack us here at the villa. I can't imagine what they want with this tiny island.
It is neither Ernie Island nor my villa they want. It is you. Perhaps they think capturing you would make your father more cooperative.
Then I'm sorry I came.
Soon, the only people in jeopardy will be the Scuzzwards who took your father.
So, if we had a scoundrel, which I'm going to guess is the reason for this face here, we could go with we've had warmer welcomes, and that would give us a sort of an option to, I wouldn't say extort, but make a legal argument as to why Emma Fontaine should give us more stuff, and usually she would give an extra 3 diamonds to the $2,000 that she is about to give us. But because we don't have a scoundrel, if we were to go this way and then try to do the same, we'd actually lose 5 opinion from Ernier Island or from Ernier. So we're just gonna go with we can handle them.
I am so grateful to hear you say that. Grand Chien's own government can't do a thing to help. I am reassured by your confidence. Here, please take this as a gesture of my appreciation.
Thank you. Though I'm curious what would happen if we refused the $2,000. I would imagine it's just a higher opinion from Ernier, but we're gonna need $2,000, so we'll just say thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the nicest gift I have ever received for shooting at someone.
You're quite welcome. Now, as to beginning your search, I suppose questioning the Legion soldiers on Ernier about my father would be a good way for you to start. This is Corazon Santiago. She's the director of operations in Grand Chien for the Adonis Corporation. Her people encountered the Legion face to face. She will manage additional funding while you are in the field.
Good. I also wish to encounter enemy faces.
Oh, how nice! This is like having 2 fairy godmothers.
Hello, it is good to meet you. As Emma said, I will provide you with a cut of the proceeds from the Adonis diamond mines to help fund your mission as you liberate each one from Legion control.
Just so you know, I like my cut nice and thick.
Oh, I like mines. Lots of little holes to hide in.
But first things first. The Legion has overrun the island, capturing the town and the old fortress. Liberating the town is essential to securing transport to the mainland. But securing the whole island will ensure you have a good base of operations. Additionally, the locals may be appreciative and give useful intel. This island is isolated and defensible, and will serve as a good launch point for missions into the Ajani River Valley. The people here are docile but resourceful. Help them, and they'll help you.
They will also know the love of Adolvich.
Some may prove more helpful than others, I'm sure. But you should talk with as many of them as you can. They may have information that could be of use to you.
Please excuse me. I must take this. Yes. No! Just tell them to wait! Just tell them to wait, goddammit! My apologies. Where were we?
Did you get some bad news?
It was nothing that concerns your mission. It was simply certain logistical issues that require my attention from time to time. Again, I apologize. Do you have any further questions for us?
And I think that telephone call is a little bit of foreboding, so I guess we'll find out what that was all about later. We'll say goodbye.
Good luck. Corazon and I will be keeping in touch via radio.
Hey, what's this?
So if we had Livewire,
Heading out.
this would be hackable over here. And in previous playthroughs, I think on lower levels, I've gotten something like $2,000 from it. But I think on my recent Mission Impossible episode, it really just gave us intel. This chair you can examine, but it doesn't really give you anything. And it just says that it's a luxurious chair. And I think it has something to do with a future quest. But again, I don't know anything about that future quest at the moment. But anyhow, thank you so much for watching. We're going to end this episode here. Really looking forward to seeing more of the game in this Ironman run. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks again, and we'll see you in the next one.